Hello, welcome to Martin Gardens. I have new glasses and we have very little time to do what needs to be done today. So let me show you what I'm doing and then I'm going to hop right to it. These are all the plants that need to go outside, except for 6 of these pepper plants, which I'm giving to my friend Ashley. It is a lot. It's also very cloudy outside and I am concerned it will be raining. Look at those clouds. I don't know, maybe it will come to nothing. There is quite a bit of blue yet, but anyway, most of the pots that you see here have good soil in them. My plan is to transfer, oh, and also the tomatoes that you can see in the window there. Those all need to go outside too. So my plan is to get just as much as I can into the pots, and what I don't finish tonight, maybe I'll finish it all tonight, but what I don't finish tonight, I will do tomorrow. And yeah, here we go. Okay, welcome back again. The wind is whipping. You can probably tell that it's darker. Actually, let me set my there are lots more clouds in the sky and they are gray and imposing. I planted out all of my cherry tomatoes, all of my sweet pepper, no, not all of my sweet peppers, but there's sweet peppers in here. These are plum tomatoes and eggplants, kind of like last year. That is still peas back there. There are cherry tomatoes in here, but I did not fill these holes. This is a sweet pepper. I need to figure out where I'm planting all of my sweet peppers versus my poblanos. I still have to brainstorm that. Kind of didn't think about it, to be fair. Over here, I'm doing a different thing with the okra this year. Usually I have kind of like 1 or 2 in each planter, but this time I'm going to have them over on this big long strip here with the zucchini. Maybe I'll end up putting the poblanos further down. I don't know yet. But anyway, I have 4 to a pot like that. And we'll see how that does. A lot of times, 1 or even more of them will perish throughout the year. And I just want to make sure I have plenty of okra. These long, what would have been flower boxes are, well, I mean, they're flower boxes, but I'm going to be putting the marigolds in there. I just haven't done that yet. I still need to turn some more soil. These bags will all have the big tomatoes in them by the time I'm done, but I'm out of daylight and I'm already feeling some sprinkles. So the cucumbers will go back there in those pots, which will need to get more soil in them. Like I said, I think the poblanos are going to go over here with the okra and the zucchini. I only got 7 zucchini plants this year, so I think I can fit everything fairly comfortably, but we will see. We will see. I have more landscaping fabric that I can stretch further if I need to. But, oh dear. Here we go. Having issues with the video, but anyway, thank you for joining me on Martin Gardens. I will probably talk to you tomorrow. Hey, we're back at it again. It's Thursday now, and the sun is out. There are still quite a bit of clouds, or quite a few clouds overhead. It has been raining off and on all day, but there's a window here, and I'm going to get stuff done, and then I'll show you what I've done. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm risking rain, but I want to show you what I'm doing here. So this is a pile of both new compost and potting soil and old soil that was in old pots. And last year what we did was take shovels and like mix it around. But this year what we found that we could do is do like an elaborate folding technique. So Andrew and I grabbed those corners, pulled all the dirt to this side, then we grabbed those corners and pulled the dirt back to that side, and it kind of tumbled itself as it went. And that is what I'm going to attempt to do right now. But I'm not going to show you because I'm by myself and I think I have very limited time to get stuff done. But I just wanted to show you what I was doing. I think it's pretty cool. Surprise! It's Saturday morning now. a lot has happened and I didn't film it and I didn't show you. So here I am to catch you up. Here we go. Okay. We went to Home Depot and got more soil to fill more bags because I realized as I was planting things out, I did not have enough pots for all the plants that I would like to put out this year. Inadvertently, the garden has expanded. So, I showed you already all the tomatoes, peppers, eggplants. I planted the marigolds out. These probably won't be where they live, but they sit there pretty comfortably now. I don't know, maybe they'll stay there. I planted, I set out the cucumbers. I just need to like rearrange them because they're not even. The peas are still back there. I've got my lettuce out here. Most of the lettuce, as you can see, is pretty droopy and sad. So that's not encouraging, but hopefully the outdoors will give them something to perk up about. And more peppers and tomatoes. I got all my big tomatoes out, and we just went to Home Depot last night, as I mentioned, to get soil and stuff, and I got some more tomato cages to put all those in. I have leftover seedlings and stuff out here. There's still some stuff still in there, but what I'm going to be planting out are potentially more poblano peppers. Those are more lettuces, but considering how the other lettuces are doing, maybe they won't go out. I've got okra, 4 poblano peppers. There's something else. Oh yeah, and all the zucchini. So I used the big pots for the zucchini, and I put 2 plants in most of them, except this last one, because there were only 7. I think I mentioned that before. I had 7 zucchini plants. And I put the biggest one in the last pot. There's all the okra. And then here's the poblano peppers. And then inside, I don't know if you can see through the glass. Yeah. Are the Thai chili peppers. And over there are the butternut squash, and there are 5 of those. So I need to do a little bit of head math and evaluation. I have empty right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, no, we're not counting that one. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 pots that I can fill with things. So that's like all 5 butternut squash. That leaves 12. A couple more poblano peppers. So that'd be like 10. And then I have a couple Thai chili peppers. I'll do the math in my head because I don't want to embarrass myself trying to figure it out here. But anyway, the goal of this morning rather, is to finish potting everything out and getting everything laid out the way that I want it to. As you can see, the space I put over there for these plants, that's going to get filled up. So I think I'm probably going to need to put more landscaping fabric out, or figure out a place somewhere, over here for them to go. But anyway, that's the plan for this morning, is to get everything finished, sitting in its pots, and where it needs to be for the rest of the summer. It's early morning, and all I've had is coffee, so I don't have enough energy for this, but let's do it anyway. Okay, I'll update you once it's all done. I promise. Okay, bye. Guys, we did it. Martin Gardens is fully planted. It's back, and it's better than ever. Let me give you the tour. Okay, we walk in. Here's some kale. In cages in this row, you'll see cherry tomatoes and sweet peppers alternating. There's also some marigolds. I think I'm just going to leave the boxes there. They're well positioned. In the cages, you'll see plum tomatoes, or Roma tomatoes, alternating with some eggplants. More marigolds. More marigolds. And same thing here, plum, tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, excuse me, and eggplant. Over here we have some cucumbers. Now I did get two different kinds of cucumbers, the pickling cucumbers and then just the like normal burpless, like longish growing cucumbers. But I kind of like my jalapeno peppers and sweet peppers last year. I did not label them properly and I don't know which is which, so we're getting mystery cucumbers. Over here are the sweet peas. You'll also notice I put the trellis back up, at least half of it, just to give some needed support for both of these varieties. Over here you'll see a mirror of the first bed, which is in cages, cherry, tomatoes, and then sweet peppers. These three sweet peppers are a different variety than all the other sweet peppers. I think it's like Chinese Giant versus California Wonder. I'll go back and look, but anyway. And then on the corners for now are some very sad looking lettuces, but they're definitely still green, and like this one's even poking up a little bit. So he has life. We'll let him continue to go. A new addition to the garden this year is this hodgepodge. These 5 are butternut squash. This is an extra Roma tomato. And this is an extra cherry tomato, the honeycomb hybrid. I felt bad throwing it out. It was so happy and healthy. This is my blueberry, which I repotted and put in this crate for some stability. These 3 are the Thai red hot chili peppers. I'm keeping 3 of them for myself. And in this bag, I'm going to be planting some potatoes. I just haven't yet. So I guess technically that's still not done yet. Anyway, on we go. We have sandwich tomatoes. We have 5 of the, I think they're called super sandwich or something, and then 2 Brandywine pink from a year or 2 ago. The Brandywine pink are kind of centered in the middle. So I have 7 altogether. So it's 2 sandwich, 1 pink, 1 sandwich, 1 pink, 2 sandwich. So the 2 pinks are here and they're just being like flanked. And then over here, I might end up rearranging these depending on how things grow. In these pots, I have 2 zucchini, 2 zucchini, 2 zucchini, 1 zucchini. All these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the back are okra. These 2 peppers are jalapenos. I have a lonely eggplant. And then 6 poblano peppers. So I know the way that I planted the zucchini, I had like one plant kind of growing out that way and the other plant kind of growing out that way. So depending on how things go, I might just end up giving them their own row to like grow over into, and then I'll find a new place for the okra. But I figured instead of having the okra in planters, because the okra grows very tall, I would keep the okra on the ground so I wasn't like stretching up too bad. We'll see how that goes this year. I guess I should also show you what's happening in the front/side yard. So one more cut. Okay, so now we're in my side yard. So on the other side of that fence is the garden, on the other side of that like Florida room. So out here, this galvanized raised bed is all garlic. There's long neck and short neck garlic here. And I'm gonna be real with you, in this moment I don't remember which is which, but it will be easy to tell once they get further along, because one of them will shoot up some scapes, which I will cut off and consume with relish. Not literal relish, but I will enjoy consuming those. And then over here, it is really hard to tell because they're currently indistinguishable from the rest of the weeds. But I have a whole row of Jerusalem artichokes, otherwise known as sunchokes, that are growing along this fence. And it's those little scraggly bits right there. Andrew my dear husband, who genuinely didn't know any better, came out here to try to take care of the leaf situation, and it ended up cutting down all of them. But they're coming back. They are in fact perennials. That's what they're supposed to do. So the cool thing about sunchokes is they not only do they put up cute yellow flowers, or pretty yellow flowers, they get really tall and they put up flowers, but also their roots are edible. So you can dig up some of them, and the tubers, I mean, they vary in size, but they're kind of like potato alternatives. They're a nice starchy root vegetable. And again, they're perennials, so I kind of don't have to do anything to them. So my amazing friend Ashley in Maryland, who's also an avid gardener, gave me a bunch of sunchokes last year when I went up there, and I planted them all, and they're coming up green. So that's very exciting. One other thing, I can actually just tell you instead of show you. The cherry tree has put out a lot of tiny little cherries. They're growing big. They'll probably be ready. Actually, let's just go check it out together. Here's the cherry tree in all her glory. Let's find some cherries. Shouldn't be hard. Oh, look at that. There's some green cherries that my camera doesn't want to focus on. Yeah, there you go. So the tree has quite a few of them, and they are eventually going to start turning red, and then I can harvest them, and then I can eat them. I don't have any flowers or anything out front. I still have a bed of mint back there, but I didn't weed it, so mint is pretty weedy, but it's not as much mint in the past. I have some patches of dandelions that I didn't know grew in patches. I thought they just grew everywhere, but anyway, yeah, Martin Gardens, bigger than ever. Okay, I'll keep you updated. I love you. Bye.